gon' talk. Tamaya gon' talk about Tamaya.
Hello. Welcome to the Tamaya Show. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today we're going to be talking about the humble route. What is the humble route? Okay. Well, the humble route is this: coming in meek, lowly, and humble. Please help me. Anything you can offer me, I appreciate. And we're coming in listening ears on, and we are not cocky. We're checking our egos at the door. That is the humble route. Why I took the humble route is because I felt that was going to be the best thing for me. Okay. I realized, wait a minute, I'm going to need some help along the way, and I'm going to get it because I'm going to stay humble. I'm going to ask questions. I'm going to be open-minded, because when you do that, when you obtain all the information and you get all the insight and all the wisdom and all the knowledge, now you have the keys in your hand. Now you don't have to take the humble route, but in the beginning, you need to take the humble route. Okay. So no matter who it is and in what capacity, for example, for me, I took the humble route in the home, in my family, allowing disrespect, allowing people to harm me physically, abuse me, not say anything. Was that right? No. Was it humble? Yes. Okay. Was there some key takeaways, some things that I learned? Absolutely. Okay. I learned how to be patient. I learned how to handle things. I learned how to solve things without help. And I learned, hey, people are going to treat you how they want to treat you when no one's looking. And I don't need to always report that. So I'm going to stay humble. I'm going to allow disrespect, because that's what you do on the humble route. So of course you may have to lose now. Right? Allow some disrespect, feel a way about yourself. Why would I allow somebody to treat me like that? Because you're humble, because you're meek, and because it's allowed. Okay. So the opposite of that would be calling yourself strong. Right. So for example, my cousin, I remember the first time he dropped me to my knees. He sucker punched me in my stomach, in my gut. As the first time, only time I've been dropped to my knees from a punch. Lost all my air, lost everything. And that was the first time I panicked. I was like, anybody who's ever been punched in the stomach, you know, it's a dangerous situation, and you don't know when you're going to get that air back, right? No inhaler, nobody there. I got dropped. And I thought to myself, the way to handle this is to be strong, to deal with it, to not let him know how I feel, and to not tell an adult. I thought that was the strong route. I thought I did the best thing for myself. In the end, it wasn't the strong route, but it's what I thought. And maybe that's what you thought by allowing some form of abuse, that you're being strong. It's not, but that is the route you're taking, right? Are there some things that you can take away? Sure. But are there some things that are going to damage you long term, psychologically and physiologically? Absolutely. And is it worth it? No. And in the end, is it the strong route? To some it is, to some it isn't. To me it is, right? You handled it. Doesn't matter how you handled it. Doesn't matter if you lost your peace of mind. Doesn't matter if you lost your self-esteem. You still handled it. That would be the strong route. For myself, I wasn't too keen on getting people in trouble. I was never too keen on snitching on people, and asking for help just wasn't my thing. Still isn't, right? Don't do that to yourselves, and don't do that to anybody else. If any type of injustice is happening, don't take the strong route, because it's not going to be strong in the end. Battling your mental health for life is not the strong route. Don't make that mistake. For me, going the humble route, allowing people to say what they wanted to say, the biggest thing I had to do was being able to allow people to disrespect me verbally. I'll fly off the handle. Oh, wait, what you say? Hold on. Let me tell you what I got to say. Especially as a part of training, I was trained to be able to say something back. But in the humble route, you have to bite your tongue, right? You might have that thought in your head. Ooh, I can't wait to let you know how I feel. Don't say it. Stay humble. Okay, thank you for that. I appreciate that. Receiving constructive criticism, receiving that and accepting it, and knowing, okay, this is going to make me better, and I'm going to get better every day, a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here, until you're no longer the shell of a person. You're who you're supposed to be, who you were supposed to emerge into, which is somebody who's confident, somebody who's a leader, and somebody who's still humble. So we're not faking the humble part. We're just taking the humble route, which is, I might know the answer. I might even can show you a couple of things a little bit better than you can show me. But on the humble route, we're not showing anybody anything. We're letting them show us everything. Right? So if that's you and you're saying, oh, somebody's disrespecting me, either in the home, at the job, in a relationship, in a marriage, wherever it is, I encourage you, take the humble route. Let it go. Don't let your ego beat you up out of a great experience. It's okay. right? I look at myself. What are some of the things that I gained from it? I gained everything. I believe it turned me into a real woman because now I don't always have to be heard. I don't always have to be seen. And that's something that comes when you realize when you're taking the humble route, it's cool. Whatever you want to do, however you want them to treat me, however you want it to go, let it go. Let it go. So when you release yourself, that's when you find peace. That's when you find joy. That's when you find real humbleness because it's not a game. It's not an act. At first, when I was doing the humble route, I was acting humble and I was just being withdrawn. And there was a slight amount of disrespect. No, I had to check myself on that. Maybe you have to check yourself on that. Don't be acting. This is not method acting. We're not acting. We are really genuinely being humble. We are genuinely being agreeable. We are genuinely going with the flow, right? So you've got to tell yourself in your mind, hey, what am I doing and why am I doing this? You're doing this because it's the best thing for you. To be humble, to get through it, and to understand everybody's not against you. But sometimes when you don't have enough of the information, you've got to sit back and be quiet for the people who do, to learn to understand correction and direction. Okay. So the humble route is not easy at all. And I tip my hat off to everybody who's trying it or at least doing it. But you've got to realize, hey, it's not for everybody. The strong route, I've done that and I failed miserably trying to come in and show them this is what I can do and I don't need you. No, we do. We do need people, but in what capacity, right? So I want to encourage everybody. Stay humble, stay lowly. Don't let your ego get in there. Our ego is our biggest enemy. Don't let it. Stay humble, stay lowly, and stay a listener. Thank you.
We gon' talk about it. Tamaya. We gon' talk about it. Tamaya. We gon' talk. Tamaya gon' talk about it. We gon' talk. Tamaya gon' talk about it. We gon' talk about it. Tamaya. We gon' talk about it. Tamaya. We gon' talk. Tamaya gon' talk about it. We gon' talk.